Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Corey. The latest round of bat spell balancing changes just went through. They just did a maintenance break sometime in the last several hours. So we're going to take a look at the old bat spell compared to the new bat spell, what they did to it. We're going to look at the stats for all the town hall levels and what the differences are going to be. And we're also going to take a look at, I'm just going to try some farming raids because honestly all the replays are gone. I would love to show you guys some replays of, you know what I mean, the new bat spell in action in war, but the maintenance break just happened. It wiped all the other replays, and you know, it's so soon. I don't have any to show you guys yet, so that's why we're going to try and hit a couple farm bases, see how it does. Let's get into the statistics right now.
Nerf this!
So we're going to take a look at the stats first. You'll find this inside the news tab inside of your Clash of Clans if you open that up. But we're just going to go over the differences right now. I'm not even going to look at level 1 and 2 because, you know, most people aren't trying to use them if they're not maxed anyways. So if you're at Town Hall 10 and you had them maxed out at level 3, you used to spawn 14 bats, and now it's only going to spawn 11. Now, honestly, that didn't seem like that big a nerf. It probably still work out pretty well. Honestly, I think it still will work on some bases. You're just not going to be able to crush every base with it like before. That's my prediction. But also, they delayed the first attack from 1 second to 1.5 seconds. So that's gonna be a big difference too. Timing those freezes, you know, is gonna become more crucial. You know, when we used to be able to just drop a rage and drop a bunch of bats right on top of a multi-target inferno, that's not going to work as well because from the time they spawn to the time they do their first attack is now going to be 1.5 seconds. So this is, you know, it might seem kind of small, but this is a pretty significant nerf. Honestly, it's more than I thought they were going to do to it. That being said, I still think this is going to work well on certain types of bases. It's just not going to work on every base. That's my prediction. We don't know for sure yet. Last time I thought the nerf was, you know what I mean, pretty effective, and people just came up with a different attack strategy, the drag bat, and we're still crushing with it. So we'll see. But that's what I think's going on here. I think it's still going to work well on some bases, just not going to work on all bases anymore. So level 3 went from 14 to 11 bats. Now, important to notice, higher level bat spells did not get nerfed as much. They still got the 1 second to 1.5 second delay, but the number of bats was reduced much less. So level 4, which is your Town Hall 11 max bat spell level, only got reduced from 18 bats to 16 bats, and the max level 5 bat spell, that only got reduced from 22 to 21 bats. So they only took away 1 bat from those max spells at the Town Hall 12 max level, but that 1 second to 1.5 second delay on the first attack is going to go across the board. So even though the higher levels didn't get nerfed as much, they're still going to feel it a little bit in that delay on that first attack. So with that, let's try a couple farming raids. So here's a look at the army that I have cooked up. I do have a Stone Slammer, I have a Dragon, a Baby, and a Loon inside of it. Now, I used to have on this composition, I used to have 2 freezes, one in the CC and one in my spells. But since the bats are doing less work, I did get rid of one of those and brought an extra bat. So we'll have 7 bat spells, 2 rages, 1 max freeze. Definitely wanted that max freeze because it lasts a lot longer than the level 5 freeze I could cook. And as for the comp up top, I'm not bringing any hounds or loons, just all dragons with 2 babies to help set the funnel on the sides. So let's go see what kind of farming base I can find. So it actually took a super long time to find just like a kind of okay example, and honestly this is the one I ended up having to settle for. My account's been maxed so long, I haven't done a looting attack in ages on it, so I'm all the way down in Gold League, so finding decent Town Hall 10s was tough. Now this one, still not a great example, but it was one of the best ones I was coming up with. It's got, what, 2 Archer Towers upgrading. I don't think it had any CC troops, but at least it was, I don't know, a fairly okay weight Town Hall 10. I just wanted to see what these bats were going to do compared to the old one. So Also, I wanted to record this live, but right as it was counting down that 30 seconds, I was like, this might work. My phone started ringing, and I'm like, gosh, I need to turn my phone off and figure out where the heck I'm going to hit this base from. So here's what I came up with. I brought my Stone Slammer in right here with a king behind it, having it open up that wall. I wanted to cut in this side of the funnel for my dragons. I used a baby dragon and my queen up here once again. I just wanted to kind of take out as much as I could of this corner, cut in the funnel for my dragons. Did all my dragons right here, coming in towards here, and then I used a freeze rage bat back on this last wizard tower, because other than that wizard tower, there's really no other splash in that quadrant of the base, figuring it should be able to take out 2 ADs and a single target inferno, hopefully giving my dragons enough to get through this base. And now I'll show you how that went down. Important to note that before the bat spells were nerfed, they would have absolutely taken out both of those air defenses, that single target inferno, and possibly would have survived the raid as long as dragons tanked or took out this last wizard tower here. But that's not the case now that they got nerfed. They stopped pretty well short of what they used to do. So I have that funnel in, got all of the dragons in there. The only one that strayed was one in that Stone Slammer, and that's just fine. It's just using them for funneling. Now there comes in the rage, the freeze, and the bats. That is the proper order to do those in, and they are able to take out the wizard tower, the air defense, several other things over there. They get that single target down, and now they're starting to peter out. Mind you, they have not been hit by any splash damage. None. The wizard tower is frozen. That's just straight point defenses that have taken out those 7 bat spells entirely. And before they got nerfed, that wasn't happening. That wasn't happening. They were going to survive this whole raid and help with cleanup, honestly. So they don't even quite get that second air defense down. So there is a big difference. I'm going to say, just from this evidence, you can definitely defend Dragbat now. So look for later on today. I hope to have some better examples for you. Hope to have some attacks versus war bases. I'll be posting up my war bases for FCs and clan all day today, just to try and find you guys some better replays. But you know what? For right now, I think we can definitely see that the nerf is for real. I think Dragbat's still going to work on select base types, but it's just not going to work on all of them anymore. At least that's my read so far. I can't wait to have more replays to show you guys. But with that, I do have this army cooked up on my little account, so I'm gonna go over there and try and find another farm base to hit for you guys, so we can at least see some gameplay of this bat spell after the nerf. I'm pretty excited. I was actually able, over in Royal Redcoat, somebody was on to post an FC for me, and this is a maxed out Town Hall 10. It is only an FC, so I don't think he had a defensive CC in here. Also, obviously, it's not set up the best to defend Dragbat. It's got 2 single target Infernos, but he does have Splash fairly spread out around the base. So, I mean, this is a great example of the fact that this attack is still gonna work on select bases. I just don't think it's going to work on every base anymore. This is a great example of that. So if you look over here, here's the basic plan. I'm going to put a baby dragon and my queen over here, and then I'm going to direct target this air defense with my Stone Slammer. I want to take it out so it doesn't have a chance to take out any dragons. Up here, not as great a funnel. I'm going to use my king to tank this archer tower, and then I'm going to put a baby dragon right behind it just to try and cut in this side of the funnel. Then dragons are going to go from here to here. They're going to get raged up in here, and then he's got 2 wizard towers on the back end, but they can be covered with a single freeze. Actually, in a video coming up real soon, I'm going to go over ways to defend the Dragbat, because it is still going to be a viable option. So I'm going to drop a freeze on a rage, and then a freeze on both these wizard towers, immediately followed by all 7 of my bat spells, trying to get those taken out before they come unfrozen. I didn't know if it was going to work with less bats and being delayed, but I gotta tell you, it still worked. So you're still gonna have to set up your base to defend this attack, you guys. And in one of the next videos over the next couple days, I'm gonna go over 3 things that you can do to make sure that your base is set up to defend Dragbat, because from looking at this, it's still going to be a strong attack strategy. Guys, they did not nerf it into the ground. You're going to see I'll just totally wreck this base with it. So there's the plan, just like we went over, coming through. Queen's going to pop ability pretty soon and really get that side of the funnel established. So look at that, getting all the dragons into the core with the nice funnel there. There goes down the rage, the freeze, and all 7 of my bat spells. And sure enough, they're going to get both of those wizard towers taken out before they can get unfrozen. Worth mentioning, I did have a max freeze in my CC. Those last a lot longer, well, a little bit longer than level 5s, and that's why I like bringing the max, so you get maximum value for that freeze. And, you know, they got that whole quarter of the base taken out just fine, and the bats might survive this one. Wow. So there you guys have it. Bats are actually going to survive this raid. Obviously, this one's not set up to defend Dragbat, but that's okay, you know, because this is still obviously going to be a very strong attack strategy on bases that are susceptible to it, and you know, that's exciting for me to see. Honestly, I'm really glad that they did not nerf it into the ground entirely. Obviously, still going to be strong as base builders. We're going to have to build to defend it, but I think it's going to be defendable now. I really do. And check out the video coming out pretty soon. We're going to go over 3 major things you can do to defend the Dragbat that will apply, honestly, at Town Hall 10, 11, and 12. I'm going to see what this looks like for time, and I might find another replay for you guys. So I did find one more quick replay for you. Somebody actually posted another base in clan chat in Royal Redcoat, so I went ahead and hit it, and I bailed on it. So Stone Slammer's going to come in from the bottom. I was just trying to kind of cut in that side of the funnel for the dragon, and then baby dragon queen up here. Trying to bring all my dragons in right here, figuring that there's really no splash on the back of this base except for this wizard tower out in Never Never Land. So honestly, I didn't even use a freeze on the backside. I just waited until dragons got in, into the base a little bit, under rage. Oh, he does have a defensive dragon in his CC, so that helped him out a little bit. But look at these bat spells going down right here, right on top of an air defense, under rage. Couple of Teslas pop up. Queen's firing on them. No splash damage, though, is firing on them whatsoever. And yet, they're dying out. 7 bat spells, under rage, hit by nothing but point defenses and a queen. Which, you know, she's like a point defense too, when in regards to the bat spell. And sure enough, they died out, you guys. So yeah, the nerf is significant. I'm pretty sure I would have got this base before the bat spells got nerfed. I would have expected them to come over and grab this other air defense, those other troll Teslas, this archer tower. Really not leaving a heck of a lot left in this base, and I think dragons would have been able to wrap around and clean it up in time. But as it is, they've really only got down 1 air defense and a few point defenses before dying out. So splash damage no longer needed to kill them. A section with really heavy point defenses can kill them now as well. Gosh, seeing that, maybe I should have used the freeze on the air defense. Maybe I should have used it on the Teslas that popped up. I ended up saving it and using it on an air defense and multi-target inferno on the backside just to kind of save the dragons from the air defense. But honestly, freeze might be needed now on just heavy areas of point defense to get the full value out of this. So the nerf is real. Still going to be viable on certain single target bases, certain base setups. Yeah, it's still going to work. Showed that a couple times, but it is definitely stoppable now. It is definitely defendable now. So it'll be interesting to see over the next few days just how well this holds up in war, how well war bases hold up against it. So interesting changing times in Clash of Clans. I hope you guys liked the video, and let me know in the comments below your guys' experience with it. Is it still working for you? Is it not working for you? Is your base defending it? Let me know. We're all, you know, this is brand new, so we're all trying to learn this stuff together. Hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.